and it hasn't started.
You shouldn't be doing that, first of all, because it's going to really confuse you. And
No.
second of all,
I have it muted.
It's on a 12-second delay.
Yeah, but it's been more than 12 seconds.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see. Tristan?
Also, I asked the stream if it started for them, and they said no.
Oh. Oh. Huh. Well, that's weird. All right. Well, let me take a look at that.
We're started. We're on the stream now.
We're on now?
Yeah.
Like, is it from the beginning?
No, just right now. Starting now.
Oh, we just started the stream. All right, thanks, Yog. Thanks for saying that. And now I guess we're gonna. Hi, everybody who's watching at home. I guess we started the game and it didn't go live on YouTube. So now we're a little discombobulated, but we're gonna start again. Hi, everybody. Welcome to You Know It, the game. The game is bringing people together 2 clues at a time. So, Tristan, could you go ahead and play the theme song again? I know it's going to take a second. So everybody do a little dance. We're doing a little technical dance while Tristan looks for the opening sequence. This is my Caddyshack dance. I heard somebody talking about Caddyshack and said it wasn't a very good movie. Man, that movie's one of the best movies ever. Here we go. Here we go. You know it. You know it. You know it. That's me. And it is John Sylvain and the 4 best contestants that have ever been assembled. They know the rules. If you're watching at home, when it's their turn, they're going to challenge somebody to answer the questions. If the person who's challenged gets it right, they get the points. If the person who's challenged doesn't get it right, then the person who challenged them gets the points. And that's it. And everybody gets a chance to steal by saying, I know it. So we're going to take a look now at the topics. So lovely disembodied voice, could you read the topics for us?
Are we going to introduce ourselves?
Okay, Yogi, my son, and he's also the former producer, and he's just telling me what to do. So I guess what we're gonna do, Tristan, I'm sorry, Yogi's in charge. He's large and in charge. So we're gonna introduce all the contestants. First one is Costa. Costa grew up in Seattle and now lives in LA. He's a part-time high school teacher. A part-time writer. His novel is great. We'll talk about that later. He can talk for hours about politics and pedagogy, but he's stumped by pop culture. And then we have, who's next? Yogi. Yogi is my son. He was born and raised by wolves in Los Angeles. He currently works for AmeriCorps, which basically means tearing down houses and ripping up plants. He knows history, baking, and video games. And he doesn't know, I couldn't think of anything he didn't know, and then it came to me. He doesn't know how to keep his yap shut. And we have Sonya. Sonya was born in Atlanta, Georgia. She's a photographer, very talented photographer who took the pictures, the product shots of the You Know It the Game that's on youknowitthegame.com, which I deeply appreciate because it makes it look really good. And it is really good. She knows cooking, pop culture, and is learning to understand an incomprehensible French accent. She doesn't know trivia and other unimportant things. And she lives with Bernard, who was born in France, lives in Los Angeles, and is an uncredited extra in the End of the World show, which is currently showing everywhere. He knows worldwide history and geography, and he doesn't know much of anything about U.S. sports and people. And now we're going to just jump into the game. So, Costa, it's your turn. Lovely disembodied voice. Now, could you please tell us what are the topics for today's show?
Topics tonight are film, theater, fiction, dance, place of birth, the easy question, the mystery question, which is worth double points, date of death, television, elements, colors, and names.
That was lovely and disembodied. All right, thanks. So, Costa, what is the first topic and who is going to answer it?
Well, I don't know Bernard or Sonya yet, but I do know Yogi a little bit. And so I'm staying away from theater, film, colors, death, birth, television, elements, and name. and fiction, which leaves me with dance. Yogi, talk to me about dance.
All right, so dance. So this is actually a non-stealable question. This is actually a participation deal. So basically, everybody who participates is going to get the 10 points for this. And the person who does the best job at this is going to get an extra 10 points. That's going to be judged by the lovely disembodied voice. The assignment is to do a dance to the music that Tristan's going to play that shows hope for the new year. It's a dance about 2021, an optimistic dance about 2021. Go ahead, stand up, or you can do it in your chair. And Tristan, hit it. Here we go. You know it. You know it. You know it. Do you? Hey! You know it. It's great. All right, lovely disembodied voice. What?
This is a hard one, John, but
Yeah, I agree.
everybody was so committed, and that just gives me so much optimism for the future. But I really have to say, Sonya, just the way you used your whole body against the background of the solar system just really, really filled me with joy. So you get the extra 10 points.
I totally agree. I thought everybody did a good job, but Sonya, you just like you were dancing in the stars. Dancing in the stars. Oh, wow. Look what I did there. Accidental pun. All right, Bernard, it is now your turn. So let's take a look at the remaining topics and who are you going to challenge and what topic are you going to pick?
Okay, so from what I know from Yogi and Sonya, they are basically expert in any of these.
Mm-hmm.
So I would have to call Costa on film.
On film. Okay, great. So Sonya and Yogi could steal. All right. So, Costa, which film director was nominated for a British Academy Award for acting in Close Encounters of the Third Kind and won a British Academy Award for directing Day for Night?
Can I?
No. Bernard is the only one who can't steal, and he's the only one, apparently, who knows the answer.
You pick that question on purpose.
It wasn't Richard Dreyfuss. That's all I know.
It wasn't Richard Dreyfuss. So is that your answer?
That's my answer,
Dreyfuss?
not Richard Dreyfuss.
Technically, that is close. But the answer is, Bernard?
François Truffaut.
Francois Truffaut. Yes, Francois Truffaut. Okay, now, Yogi, it's your turn. Let's take a look at the remaining topics.
Let's see. I think I'm going to give Bernard television.
Okay, that seems like a good bet. All right, so Costa and Sonya have a steal, so either one of them could steal it. Television. Where is television?
And the question. Go.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
You ready? Okay.
I'm ready.
All right, Bernard. You should. This one is an easy one for you, I'm sure. Who has appeared as a host and correspondent on Extra and Access Hollywood, and as AC Slater on the original and recently rebooted version of Saved by the Bell?
I know it.
Oh, yes, Sonya knows it. Who is it?
I think Mario Lopez.
Mario Lopez is correct. That is a successful steal by Sonya. 10 points for Sonya. And now it is Sonya's turn. So, boom. Keep the winning streak alive. What you going to pick and who you going to assign it to?
This is challenging. Okay, Costa.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say Elements.
Elements. Okay.
Like Honda or like natural?
Elements. So Bernard and Yogi could steal. Sonya cannot steal because she used her steal, and also she's a challenger. So Bernard, Yogi, you could steal by yelling out, "I know it." But the question is to Costa. Costa, what substance is the hardest naturally appearing material and is a solid form? You have to say it out loud, Bernard.
I know it.
Okay.
So the element is carbon, right? That's the question.
No. No. I'm done answering questions. What is the answer?
Carbon.
Carbon is incorrect. So those 10 points. Oh, this is yes, Sonya. That's 10 points away from Bernard. Okay, and I'm going to continue to read the question. The question is, what substance is the hardest naturally appearing material? What substance? And is a solid form of the element carbon with its atoms arranged in a crystal structure?
Diamond.
Costa. Diamond is correct. So not only do you get 10 points for that, but you also get Bernard's 10 points that he lost. So that was a lucrative thing, but it would have been even more lucrative if it was happening now, because now the point values go up to 20 points. And Costa, it's your turn. So let's take a look at the remaining topics.
Okay. You see, Sonya, you and I were born in the same place. I was also born in Atlanta, Georgia.
You were?
Yeah, I was. You didn't know.
No,
My
it's
dad
not
was
in your
my dad
bio.
was
I
doing
think
his
it's
residency in the
fake
CDC. So let's go with places of birth, and I'm challenging Sonya.
All right, Sonya. So places of birth. Okay, so Bernard and Yogi still have. Oh no, Bernard used his steal unsuccessfully. So Yogi is the only one who could steal this. Okay,
That's right.
Sonya, what state was the birthplace of Bette Midler and Barack Obama?
Oh, I know it.
Okay, Sonya, you know it.
I think. Wait. Hawaii?
That is correct. Hawaii, 20
Okay.
points.
When I knew that.
Sonya. Bernard, it is now
Yay.
your turn. So let's take a
Okay.
look at the remaining topics. These are now worth 20 points.
I will try names with Yogi.
Names.
Yeah.
All right, Yogi. So Costa, you could steal. Sonya used your steal, and Bernard used his steal. So, anyway, so who are you challenging? Yogi? Okay. Yogi, what name is shared by this guy, what name is shared by Tristan? Are you there? This guy and this guy.
Louis.
I know it.
That is correct. Yogi got it out before Costa could steal it. Yogi gets those points, and Yogi's turn. So let's take a look at the remaining topics. I know I'm speeding along. I'm challenging my producer. Okay.
Who's no one has a steal except for me and Costa. So
Costa yeah, that's exactly.
I'm
right.
gonna give Costa the mystery question.
Ooh,
Oh boy. Okay.
interesting. Okay, Costa. So this is worth 40 points because we're in the
Mhm.
20-point round, and nobody can steal. So it's up to you. If you get it right, you get 40 points. If you get it wrong, Yogi gets 40 points. Costa.
I like you a lot, Yogi. I'm going to blow this just for you. All right.
Perfect. Sounds good.
Costa,
Mm-hmm.
are you ready?
I am.
Who is the first soccer player to earn $1 billion and has the world's biggest Facebook following with over 120 million fans?
Reynaldo.
Exactly. Very good. 40 points to
Oh!
Costa. Woohoo!
No! My
Nice
plan failed. I
job.
read your book and you do this to me.
Oh, the sadness.
I thought it
I
was
did this to you
good.
because you read my book.
It's part of it.
Ah!
It's one of those lessons, life lessons. It's a life lesson.
Damn
You have
it.
to learn. The world is a cruel,
Just-
cruel place. Sonya, it is now your turn. Last question. It's worth 20 points. These are the remaining topics.
Okay. Gosh, well, colors is just so appealing, and we'll do Bernard. Colors.
Oh, okay, Bernard. Yogi and Costa both have not used their steals, so they could steal. So Bernard, what color is found in the flags of the United States and the European Union?
I know it.
Oh, what is it, Yogi?
Blue.
Blue. That is correct. Yogi steals, successfully gets those 20 points. It is blue. Okay, now we only have 4 topics left, and one of them is the easy question, and these are all worth 30 points. So the last 4 questions are worth as much as the first 8 combined. So this is the time when things can get twisted around. So, lovely disembodied voice, can you tell us what the current score is?
John, currently Bernard has 10 points. Yogi and Sonya are tied with 50 points each, and Costa is just a little bit ahead with 70 points.
So
Thanks,
Bernard
Yogi.
has 10 points. Sonya and Yogi are tied, and Costa has 70 points. Costa also has a steal remaining. And not only that, but it's Costa's turn. So Costa is in control right now. So let's take a look at the remaining topics. 30 points each: theater, fiction, easy, and date of death.
I think I got to challenge Sonya with theater.
Sonya with theater.
Oh.
All right. So nobody can steal Sonya because Costa hasn't used his steal. So you have all the time in the world to answer this question. Sonya, who wrote The Miser and the Misanthrope?
No clue.
No clue.
No clue.
Well, I think you should guess.
Okay, Shakespeare?
Shakespeare is very, very, very close, but not correct. 30 points go to Costa. The answer is anybody?
Moliere.
Moliere. Moliere, yes. So Costa increases.
Okay, but maybe that was another title when you
Yes,
wrote
I
it.
know. But I can't speak French at all. This is all I hear. I'm trying to learn French, but
Well, technically, he didn't write it. Someone translated that.
I knew this.
I'm asking for the opinion.
I knew this was going to happen.
Voice.
I was writing this question and I thought Bernard's going to say that it's and he did. Look at that.
Yes, but with a better accent.
It was.
You
I
could.
just listen. I just want to ask that all the French people start to pronounce at least 50% of the consonants that they are
No,
in the
but
language.
by the way, what was the title in English? Because I didn't even recognize it.
The Miser and the Misanthrope.
Oh,
Les
okay.
Misanthropes.
Would you like to tell us what it is in French? Fancy pants.
Misanthrope. I recognize misanthrope. The miser. I don't remember which one is.
All right.
I will say that those are two of the more obscure Moliere plays. I think
What?
you could have.
The
I recognize the Misanthrope. I
Yes,
recognize the Misanthrope.
Okay.
But you could have done. I mean, there's other things you could have done.
All right. Cut off his mic. Bernard, it's now your turn. It's just easy, fiction, and date of death.
I will send the easy question to Sonya.
Oh,
Totally
that's nice.
nice.
That's really nice. Unfortunately, the leader, Costa, still has a steal. So you got to be ready. This is pretty gosh darn easy. All right, Sonya, ready?
Okay.
Remember, if you want to interrupt me,
I know
say, I know it.
Yeah.
No, you did not. Don't say
No. I'm just demonstrating I know the rules.
Be
Don't
careful,
stop
because
reading it.
I might ask for an answer. Okay. What, Sonya, is the official language of Haiti and France?
I know it.
I-
Oh, Costa stole it. Well, let's see if he gets it right.
French.
What is it, Costa? What?
French.
French.
Yes.
That is correct.
Nobody told me.
All right. All right,
Thanks
Yogi.
for trying. Appreciate you.
It's your turn. We got fiction and date of death.
Ruh-roh. Everyone has their steel back, including Costa. This is not
Oh
a
my
good
God, that's
situation.
right. Everybody has their steel back. Everybody can steal,
All right.
except Yogi.
In this case, I'll give. Oof. Oh dear.
When you say oof, do you mean oof or do you mean egg?
I mean, oof, as in.
I don't
the
know why I found that as
explanation.
funny as I did, but I did.
I don't, because you're a dad as well.
But you know what? In this case, I'm going to give Costa fiction.
All right, fiction.
Oh, this is going to be embarrassing. All right.
All right, Bernard, Sonia,
But still,
we'll jump in and steal this, okay? Costa, what science fiction novel was written in 2008 by Suzanne Collins?
Hunger Games.
Oh, that is correct. Because it's your turn, you don't have to say I know it first. You can yell out the answer, and you got it. Fantastic. All right, now it's just down to Sonia. And you have date of death, which everyone has been avoiding. I don't know why. Maybe it was because of the way the lovely disembodied voice said it. Actually, before we go on, lovely disembodied voice, could you read this topic again for us? Are you go ahead.
Yes, John. It's date of death.
All right, Sonia's gone.
Uh,
What happened?
I think
Her video went off. That's
no,
scary.
I'm here. We need
there
to
you are.
steal points from Costa.
Hey,
That's not
We
gonna.
need to-
It's not gonna happen.
So if
You
I
can
don't
have them.
get this-
I'm not competitive.
Oh, hi.
Ah. All right. So,
Actual guest star. All right, so it's going to be date of death for Costa. That's the only way to get him to try to lose points. So I
he
feel
doesn't lose points. That just gives him an opportunity to win points.
if he doesn't win. Oh, okay.
If he gets it wrong, then you get the points.
Okay.
And not that,
Bernard.
but you can give it to him if you want.
Bernard.
But Sonia, you and Yogi are tied
Mhm.
right now. So right now, because you went last, you're basically in second place.
Okay, I'm choosing Bernard.
That's smart.
Yeah.
I'm back.
All right. So date of death, Bernard.
Yes.
This is good. Okay. So everybody has a steal back. So Sonia, you cannot steal this, but Yogi and Costa could steal it. And anyway, Bernard, on what date? Just the month and date, not the year. So just the month and date. On what date did John Adams and Thomas
it.
Jeff? What is it, Costa?
July 4th.
July 4th. I knew that was going to happen. John Adams and Thomas Jefferson died on the same day in 1826, July 4th. And Thomas Jefferson reportedly said, as he was dying, at least John Adams survives. But
Exactly.
John Adams had died like
One of my
hours
favorite
earlier.
history stories. It was just pure luck.
Yes. And now that means you got those 30 points that Sonia was desperately trying to keep from you. That's too bad. It's not too bad, but you end up with, let's let the lovely disembodied voice tell us, what's the current score?
Right now, John, Bernard has 10 points.
Oh, that's good.
Yogi and Sonia are tied with 50 points each, and Costa has pulled way ahead with 190 points.
190 points! Holy moly, he must be some kind of super genius. Congratulations, Costa, on winning this round, but history has shown that doesn't mean much.
I'm ready to lose now.
Yes, you should prepare yourself to lose, but the great thing is because you're in first place, you're going to go on to the final round, and you'll wait in the octagon for whoever survives the elimination rounds that are coming up. But before we get into that, let me just say this to everybody. Is there anything that anybody wants to tell us about, anything that you're doing? I will start off by telling you, well, actually, I'm not going to start off because I don't know where my cards are. I have a whole bunch of playing cards that I made Well, anyway, if you go to youknowitthegame.com, you can get a card version of this game, a card deck version of this game that Bernard and Sonya and I think Costa, have you played it yet?
Mm-hmm.
You got it?
I've not played it.
Yeah.
I own a deck. I own a deck, but I've not played it.
Well, so one of the great, so if you're out there and you're in You Know It All and you don't have your deck yet, you can go to youknowitthegame.com and order yourself a deck. And the great thing is there's little numbers on the back of the new decks so that if somebody else has a deck, you can play with them remotely. You can pick out a bunch of cards based on the numbers, and you can play a remote game like on Zoom or even on the phone. So I highly recommend you do that. It's a really fun game, I've been told, and I like it. So that's what I'm going to boast about. Yeah, Bernard is now showing, and he's actually got our backdrop is the game. Thank you very much, Bernard.
I'm trying, but I'm not helped. That's called artificial intelligence, and it never works.
Oh, okay. So yeah, he's like Carol Merrill. Costa, is there something that you want to tell us about? Something, maybe a book or something?
Well, maybe. I mean, I don't know, and I don't really have anything to talk about. Yeah, okay. This book came out a couple of years ago. I think there's still some available on Amazon, and there may be some in the local bookstore gathering dust. I enjoyed writing it. I'm really proud of it. Yogi enjoyed reading it.
I did too.
And John enjoyed reading it. And until I get some good news in the next month or so, this is the only thing I have to put to pump right now.
So I just have to say that book is very, very good. It's very, very well written.
Young adult science fiction, which is why I do the Hunger Games.
It's young adult science
My
fiction.
field.
But it's great.
Thank you.
I really loved it. And I can't really tell you exactly why. One of the things that most impressed me, because it has to do with I'll just say it. The narrator might be, or the main character might not be sane. And he questions his own sanity in a way that's awesome. I mean, it's very, very, very good. It's very, very good. I'm not going to tell you whether he turns out to be sane or not. But it's a very good book. Bernard, do you have anything you want to tell us about?
Yes, I want to tell you how amazing the picture behind me is, because it's made by the best photographer in Los Angeles.
Who is that?
Oh, that's my question. Who to steal?
No, it's a different. I don't understand what you're saying. Sonya, do you want to tell us who took that picture?
Yes, that's the answer. You got 10 points.
Sonya took that picture.
Yes,
Look at that.
10 points. When was the last time you get points when you are doing that game?
All right, so you get Bernard. I'm going to give you 39 points. So you're still in last place. Sonya, what?
It's 39.99, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Sonya, is there anything else that you want to talk about? You're a photographer, freelance?
I just want to say, please stay home and wear a mask.
Yeah. Yeah. Yogi, do you have anything you want to tell us about?
Well, I'd like to promote AmeriCorps and civil service to our country at this time of great strife, and especially considering the terrorist attack yesterday. So serve our country, do your best, wash your hands, wear a mask, stay 6 feet apart, and stay safe, have fun. Yeah. So
I'm so proud of my son. It's kind of gross. It's kind of disgusting.
it's okay. I'm going to lose this game. Don't worry about it.
Oh, no. There's no. Here's the thing. I told Yogi today, he's in a completely lose-lose situation. If he wins, he's going to be like, oh, yeah, you won your dad's game? Duh. And if he loses, it's like, you couldn't win your dad's game? Duh. So, good luck. So it's the way it goes. The person who's in first place at this point, Costa, is going to go to automatically in the final round. The person who's in second place, and it's tied between Sonya and Yogi, right? Now, Sonya went last, so she gets a little advantage, which because it really does mean a lot to go last, as you can tell, because you run out of categories. So Sonya is going to actually go automatically to the semifinal. Yogi and Bernard are going to face off in the wild card round. But before we go into that, let me ask if where's my well, we're going to find out who the winner of the side game is. If my brother was there today.
Yes, John, I have the winners
Oh,
here.
you do? Okay, fantastic. What is it, lovely disembodied voice?
Ed Hawkins won the side game with a strong showing by Josh List and Karen Rowe.
What was the scores?
I don't have the scores.
Okay,
Oh,
Ed
no.
Hawkins.
Is this like off-track betting?
Yes, it is. It's very much like
Okay.
off-track betting. It's almost exactly. Remember the Sting? It's just like that. So when we're playing the game, the telegraph is going off, and it's going to another parimutuel place, and there's people who are playing the game on the side.
I see.
And then Robert Redford and Paul Newman are messing with it. It's the same thing. It's no difference. Okay. Thank you very much, lovely disembodied voice, and thanks for everyone playing. Congratulations, Ed, on doing so well in the side game. And now we're moving on to the wild card game. It's going to be Bernard versus Yogi. So Sonya and Costa, if you could just turn off your cameras for a minute, so that it's very clear who's playing. So Bernard, Yogi, you're going to get to choose one of the topics. Okay.
Brilliant.
And so the way it works is I'm going to give you 5 clues. And whoever says, I know it first gets to answer, okay? If you get it wrong, if you get it right, you go on and you face Sonya in the semifinal. If you get it wrong, your opponent goes on to the semifinal and you are eliminated. So the stakes really could not be higher. Not really.
Can you repeat?
It could be a lot higher. So let's take a look at the topics for the final, and you just go ahead and pick one. Before you do, let's ask a lovely disembodied voice to read them.
John, the topics are astronomy, countries, wives and mothers, and numbers.
Very good. Thank you very much. Okay, so Yogi, you get to pick the topic.
All right. I think I'm going to pick wives and mothers for Bernard.
Mm-hmm. No, well, actually, it's for both of you.
Oh, yeah. Wives and mothers.
So I'm going to start reading clues, right? As soon as you know the answer, or think you know the answer, yell out, I know it. And whoever yells out, I know it, gets to answer. And if you get it wrong, the other person goes on, okay? So wives and mothers, both of you are in on this. Ready? And you have to say, I know it, Bernard. You don't go like, hey.
I was
I know
waiting
it.
for the end of the question.
You have to yell out. I know you're very polite. Everybody in France is extremely polite. That's the, okay. Wives and mothers, what name is shared by the real wife of Sigmund Freud, the fictional mother of Bruce Wayne, the real wife?
I know it.
What is it, Yogi?
Martha.
Martha is correct! That is correct. It's also the name of Thomas Jefferson's wife, George Washington's wife, and Clark Kent's fictional mother. Yogi, you're going on to the semifinal. Bernard,
I tried.
you tried. You
I
did
did
a
bad.
very, very, very good job. All of the Frenchophile questions went to other people. So you just sat there and said, I know this one. Okay. But thank you very much for playing. And don't go away. Come back at the end of the game to say goodbye to everybody. Yogi, you're coming up, and you're going to go up against Sonya. Sonya, please turn on your camera. And Sonya, you get to choose from the remaining topics, which are astronomy, countries, and numbers.
Gosh, I'll go with astronomy.
Astronomy, okay.
Very appropriate choice considering your
Yeah,
background.
exactly. Okay,
Yeah.
so here's the deal, Sonya. If you know it, yell out, I know it. If you think you know it. And if you get it right, then you'll go on to the final. If you get it wrong, then Yogi will go on to the final. Same thing applies to him. So both of you have to be ready to yell out, I know it. There are 5 clues, and they are in reverse order of difficulty. Is that right? According to me. So who knows? What planet is the furthest object in the solar system that can be seen by the naked eye from Los Angeles and has a moon with an atmosphere and Is the sixth? You got to yell it out, Sonya, if you're going to say it.
I know, but I wanted to try to get one more clue.
Okay. Has a moon with an atmosphere and is the sixth planet from the sun.
I know it.
What is it, Sonya?
I know Jupiter.
No.
Jupiter is close, but not correct. The answer is Saturn. We're the third planet from the sun. Mars is the fourth. Jupiter is the fifth, and the sixth planet. The sixth planet from the sun is Saturn. It's the second largest in the solar system, and it's famous for its rings. Sonya, thank you so much for playing. I'm going to ask you to turn off your camera in a second, but first of all, I really appreciate you taking the time. But don't go away. Come back at the end. And Yogi, you're going to go on to the final to face Costa. So Costa, go ahead and turn on your camera. Sonya, we'll see you in a bit.
I'd like to make a PSA. I was also going to say Jupiter.
Okay.
Yogi.
Well, you
but I
said
didn't.
You didn't say it. Okay, good. Well, that's sometimes it's good to be quiet. All right. So now let's take a look at the topics that are remaining. They are countries and numbers. Costa, you get to pick.
Let's go with numbers.
Numbers? Okay, great. So here's the deal. This is a little different. This is the final. In the final, you cannot do what Yogi has done and let the other person answer incorrectly. Actually, he answered correctly, and then he let the other person. You have to answer correctly to win this game. Okay? So if you say, I know it, and you get it wrong, the other person gets a chance to answer. If you both get it wrong, like would have happened in the last round, then we'll go to the remaining topic. And if you both get those wrong, then I have an extra topic, which came in handy when Paul Giamatti was playing. You'd think he'd be smart. Numbers. You guys ready? What number? Looking for a number. What number is the atomic number of manganese? We all memorized that in elementary school. Nobody? And what number is the atomic number of manganese and the meaning of the word parcheesi in Hindi, and the minimum age of candidates for election to the United States House of Representatives, and the name of Adele's third album, and the day in December that Christmas falls on. Oh, Yogi! What is it?
25.
25! Yogi comes from behind to win. Holy smoke. Fantastic.
Pencil and Christmas lights. Yeah, help me through this.
So sad. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Yogi, I couldn't have lost to a better person.
Oh,
Costa, thank you. I know you just let me win because I read your book and I liked it.
Come on back, Sonya. Come on back. Come on back. Bernard.
I knew you knew the answer when they said the
I was actually on the
Hindi.
verge of saying 31 because I couldn't remember what. So no, I no. You won this. You won this hands down, man. I couldn't remember what day Christmas was.
You couldn't remember what day Christmas was? Oh, that's all right. That's okay.
Which year?
It's a religious holiday. And
It is.
Well,
And actually, for us Greeks, it's January 6th. So
yeah,
Is
it
that
depends
right?
which calendar you're using.
yeah.
Christmas is different in the Greek calendar?
Yeah.
Are you using the Julian calendar?
Julian calendar?
No, it's not the Julian calendar. It's not the Julian calendar. It's actually the calendar before the Julian calendar because the Julian split happened after the Orthodox split.
Oh, interesting.
So, but yeah.
Interesting. Really?
Because we're using the Gregorian calendar for the 25th. The Julian calendar, I think, was yesterday.
Yeah. And
Was
but
yesterday?
yeah.
Wow. Holy
So
smoke.
no, but
I didn't
the
know
real
that.
reason no.
Should have written a
Yes.
better question.
So yeah, honestly, John, your question was wrong. I actually think we need to contest this. It was definitely had a very Western bent to it.
The meaning of the word parcheesi in Hindi is very Western question. Absolutely. You're absolutely right. Guilty as charged. And the atomic number of manganese might be 25, might be 6. Who the hell knows?
Some people are saying 6.
Some
Yeah.
some people are saying, yeah, some people are saying, a lot of people are saying 6. You know, and I saw that a lot of people think that Adele's third album was called 6. A lot of people are saying that.
A lot of people think that, you know, to be a
I didn't know
representative to
Adele
the
had 3
Senate,
albums.
to the House of Representatives, you have to be 6 years old.
Well, it's, you know, it actually is true. You have to be at least
Yeah.
6 years old.
Yeah. Emotional maturity counts for something.
Does it? Does it really? All right. And with that, my son has won the game. I am so, my pride. I'm so proud of my son for
Of
winning the
course your
game
son
that I
won the
designed, that he used to produce. It's not like the fix was in or anything.
Whoa! We talked about this earlier. We don't talk about this.
We don't talk about this. This is the thing we don't talk about. All right, guys. Thank you all for playing. I really
Thanks for having me,
appreciate it.
John. This was fun.
And stick around after the game for some political talk. And don't forget, thank you so much, Tristan, for reminding me. Subscribe if you're watching. All you know-it-alls out there. And please tell your friends if you think this is fun to watch. I know many of you do. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Facebook. And we'll see you next week. And with that, let's dance it out. Remember, it's not who you know, it's what you know, and what you know that other people don't know. Here we go. You know it. You know it.
Woohoo! Great job, everybody.
Well-earned win.